In today's video, we're going to be talking about one of the best investment opportunities in Pokemon right now. Alright guys, so we're going to be talking about celebrations. I've talked about this a little bit in the past, but I think this is just too good of an opportunity to pass up. I really want to get this point across to people. The Celebrations 25th anniversary, if you've ever opened it, you know, it was an okay set to open up. You got a lot of the singles very easily. Sealed wise, I think this is a great play, and let me tell you why. In about a year from now, the 30th anniversary will be rolling out for Pokemon. What does that mean for 25th anniversary? Obviously, it is going to rise in value due to the 30th anniversary. When Celebrations came out, people were paying $90, $100 for a single ETB. The ETBs right now are going for about $150, and don't think that I'm not picking this up because I am buying Celebrations actively. I have already picked up a few things. One of the ETBs, and I have a couple of the collection boxes. Not a crazy position, but I am working on my sizing in this. If I need to show receipts, I will show the product if someone so desires me to. Last sold, you could see 145, 147, 173 for three of them. That's crazy. That almost makes me wonder if those are fake buys. Why is that such an outlier? But maybe someone's trying to pump the price up. Celebrations, again, singles wise, you know, I feel like you can't go wrong with grading a Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur, the big three. Maybe hold on to those. Maybe they'll go up in value. But Celebrations, I feel like, is just a great play right now. It's almost like you see plays in the market, you're like, okay, maybe this will work. Maybe I know Celebrations is going to rise in value. And really, you know, anyone could say, well, anything rises in value sealed wise. You just have to give it enough time. That's true. I really like this Celebrations play, and I actually want to check out Generations and show you guys some of the prices on that stuff. All right, guys. So Generations here was the 20th anniversary. Now, don't get this mixed up. Generations was printed tenfold less than Celebrations was, right? You can see if we pull up sales here, this is crazy to actually see that this ETB costs this much, because I actually didn't know it cost this much, because the last time I checked a Generations ETB, I think it was around $600-700 bucks. You can see we have sales of almost $1,300. Just think about this, you know, this is a 30th anniversary coming out. The 25th anniversary, what's it going to do? Is it going to go down in value? Probably not, right? It's going to rise in value, just like Generations is doing. It might not react, you know, we might not have a $1,300 ETB at the same time frame Generations is hitting a $1,300 ETB, just because of the quantity of them that was printed. It's still a very good hold in my opinion. So we'll actually go ahead here, we'll check out some of the other products, and we'll look through and see what you guys can buy some stuff for. We have a Celebrations ETB case, so that's 10 ETBs. You can see last sold's 1,500, 1,400, 1,280, 1,300, 1,300, and 1,200. So maybe you go on Facebook Marketplace, see if you can find a deal and get one of these. I will show you guys one of my favorite boxes. There's actually two of them I really like. The Celebrations Dark Sylveon. I actually believe the Dark Sylveon is about a $5 promo card. And guys, at the time of Celebrations release, I don't know what the singles are going for now. The Master Set was very cheap to complete. And some of these boxes have Sword and Shield packs in them. I know for a fact that the Dark Sylveon and the Charizard used to have Evolving Skies. Now, if you go on here and buy these, there might be different variants. I'm not exactly sure. Even if so, you're still going to get the Celebrations packs. 65, 58, 59, you know, 70 for two of them. You could pick these boxes up. And guys, always check Marketplace. You never know. Someone might be trying to offload some stuff that you could pick up. But here's another box I really like. The Lance's Charizard V. Again, another nice promo. I'm not sure about price point on that one. Again, you get some nice Sword and Shield packs in there, and I believe it comes with, yeah, you get 4 Celebrations booster packs and 2 Sword and Shield era booster packs. Last sold on these are 53, 53, 55. Still not too bad for an older era box. Now let's talk about a bigger play here, and these had actually dipped down in price at one point. Like if we check 6 months, so yeah, these did dip down a little bit, but just think, okay, Celebrations Ultra Premium Collection, 17 packs with 8 additional Pokemon booster packs. You get some nice promo cards in these. We'll go back and look at those first, just so you can see. You get the Metal Charizard, which in a PSA 10 is pretty pricey. as well as there's a Pikachu. So here is the other card you get in that UPC, $50 for that. And what was the Yeah, the Charizard's about 100. So value those 2 cards right there, plus all your packs. This box, guys, I'm telling you, I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what any other YouTuber says. They can come in here, call me whatever they want. This will be a $1,000 UPC. Again, everything always goes up over time that we know of, you know, based off previous market data. Pokemon sealed product has performed very well. This box, I just so happen to think, is really good. This box will double in value. No doubt in my mind it will happen. I don't care what anyone says. This is a good pickup in my opinion, even at the $450 price point. If you just hold it, it'll go up in value. If you're looking for something a little more budget friendly, maybe a Celebrations mini tin display, last selling for $190, $215 for 2 of them, $200, $170. So really not too bad for some mini tins. It's a really nice tin display too with some solid artwork on it. This is actually a box I'm not too familiar with. I never had one of these. So let's read what's in here. You get 3 Celebrations booster packs, 2 additional 4 foil promo cards featuring Mimikyu, Delta Species. Okay, I remember these promo cards now. A notepad, information sheet, code card. So this is like a more box with a bunch of trinkets in it, I guess, more than packs than anything, and promo cards. Still, probably, I bet you it does well over time. Not as many packs, but it's still a nice, cool box. Me personally, if I was going to spend, you know, what was that, like $113, I'd probably, you know, choose to go like mini tins or something. Or you're basically over halfway to a Pokemon Center ETB here. These are actually really cool. And back in the day, I didn't pick up any Pokemon Center Sword and Shield stuff because I didn't understand the importance of the Pokemon Center stamp. Again, in these Sword and Shield ETBs, is it as significant? No, because there's no stamped promo card, but it still is a limited box, so it's going to be worth more money. Last sold 224, 218, 212. Is it a good pickup? Yes. I think almost everything in here Celebrations wise is a good pickup. You might say, well, there might be this pullback might happen in a month. If you're looking large time frame, I'm not concerned about a slight pullback. I'd buy these Celebrations ETBs at 160, 170. They're probably going to be $250, $300 ETBs eventually. So again, are we worried about $10 pullback? Probably not. That's my kind of mindset with sealed collecting is, you know, for example, I just picked up a full sealed case of Prismatic Evolutions ETBs. Am I concerned if it drops in price $200, $300? Absolutely not. I hope it does, because I will just average down. I'll buy another case at 700, 600, whatever the market allows me to get them for. I'll just average down and buy more. I'm not concerned about it. It's the long game, guys. This isn't, you know, sealed collectors. Sure, you can make quick flips and things like that, but for me, I'm in it for the long haul. I don't sell my personal sealed product. A lot of it that I do keep sealed. Sometimes I rip some stuff. You have to. It's for the hobby. It's fun. And sometimes I do have problems keeping specific things sealed if I'm chasing cards, but that's besides the point. I just keep it sealed. There's no point in opening it. There's no point in selling it until I fully feel comfortable doing that. And that's the thing too. I don't even know if I'll sell it. I just like having sealed product. Maybe one day I'll offload some things, but for now, I don't feel like my position is worth selling. I feel like there's a lot of value to be made. I've seen some of my collection, Sword and Shield stuff. I have all the booster boxes go up in value. Unfortunately, I only have one of each. So I've, you know, at the time, didn't have all the money to just sling money into product. Now I'm starting to pick up duplicates of things, you know. I'm working on getting Destined Rivals. I'm definitely going to make a video about Destined Rivals, in my opinion on that. I have a pretty hot take on Destined Rivals, and I'll just say I think it is probably the best set from the Scarlet and Violet era. Hands down the best set. I don't care what anyone says. Just my opinion. Second set, probably Prismatic is right there. People love Searching, people love Journey too, but that's just my list. That's how I think it is. But yeah, we're getting a little bit off topic now, but back to Celebrations. Again, to sum it up, guys, a lot of this stuff is really good. Is there any cheaper boxes we can get? Even if you guys want to buy some of the promos and regular cards, you know, like some of them are cheap. Like, look at this Magikarp. It's $18. I'm sure you can pick up PSA 10 copies for cheap as well. You still have the Dragapult Prime box over here. That is like $30. 36, 27, 26, 32. So you can still pick these up for pretty cheap. So let's actually read and see what's in these. I don't think I have any of these. So you get 2 Celebrations packs, and so it's basically a fancy 3-pack blister essentially, which isn't a bad pickup. You might get Vivid Voltage, which not the best set to pick up, but again, even if you guys wanted to, which I would be careful of this nowadays. People might not trust sealed packs as much, like loose sealed packs, just because of all the stuff you've seen going on lately. But if you wanted to, you could even pick up maybe a couple loose packs if you didn't have, you know, hundreds of dollars to put into sealed. Pick up a couple loose packs, put them away. But my only concern with that would be liquidity issues down the line later. People might not be really willing to buy loose packs like that because they might say, well, how do I know you didn't search them, etc., etc. You guys know how all that goes now. Anything that has a seal on it, you're better off with, like an ETB, you know, lunch boxes, literally any of this stuff, guys. I think it's a great buy. And I know the whole video could have been summed up in 2 seconds, but I wanted to go through some of the product. But don't go FOMO buy, but this is what I'm doing. And I think Celebrations is going to be a great play over time. We talk about things like this quite frequently in my Discord. The link for the Discord is in the description down below. That's going to be all for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Anything helps, and I'll see you on the next one.